It seems like nobody even knows what occurred. A true linchpin for the economies of 189 nations is the World Bank. For international transactions, we have now settled on the tried and true XRP. Yes, I understand. Everybody knows that we've been predicting this for a while now. From early conversations with Brad Garlinghouse and Christine Lagarde at the IMF, to those with Ross Lockout at the IMF, the World Bank, the BIS, and the ECB, these are all relevant. Here it is. The entire financial system is subtly changing right under our noses, as everyone keeps an eye on Bitcoin ETFs and plays short-term games. Now, Ripple's technology is being tested by the same people who created the global monetary system. This is it. Once it turns on, and you know what it's going to turn on, there's no turning back. Everything from banks and rails to liquidity will be channeled through XRP. Get ready for a wild ride because I'm about to reveal a connection between Volshare's 5x crypto ETFs, the International Monetary Fund's digital currency shift, and the World Bank's official endorsement of XRP. Once you see the connections, you'll realize this isn't just speculation anymore, it's the reset, and it's happening right now. If you're new to Coin Alert, would you mind doing me a favor and returning? Click the subscribe box if you want to continue receiving the high-quality information and data presented here. Those papers that attest to your identity are what we produce. Would you mind doing me a favor? Please? Please give that applause. The more likes this video receives, the more likely YouTube is to promote it so that it goes viral quickly. There is a lot to discuss about Bitcoin, so let's get right down to business. It's hovering around $120,000, with each coin bringing in $4,140. XRP is still hanging on to the fifth slot, with each coin bringing in $81. This cryptocurrency's total market cap is $2.49. It is, in a sense, stationary, 3.77 trillion. It appears like we're going to be mired in mud for a while, given the current state of the markets. Lots of swaying from side to side, possibly more falling, some rising, falling, rising again. Following this massive liquidation of ventures, which either already occurred or occurred over the weekend, it must determine its future course of action. Everything has been reset in these markets, which is relevant to our recent discussions on the channel. They should gather all the DGENs and store employees and vigorously shake that tree, which they have already done. Did you mean $19.0 billion in liquidations? And with that, these markets may be reset. The time has come for institutions to get to work on their plans. If you're still holding out hope that cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance and BitJet will be around in the future, I have something special in store for you. They are going to be acquired. All they'll be doing is reporting to someone bigger. A subset of it will exist as these marketplaces will not be controlled by them. On a daily basis, the big institutions will seize control of the people who open an exchange. It wouldn't shock me if Fidelity bought out Coinbase, would it? Served as CEO of Coinbase after acquiring it. And that is our intention. In addition, I'd like to share my thoughts by taking a brief glance at the XRP chart. Here we are before we go into the news. We are observing this. Right here, you can view this stunning area. We have begun to make higher highs on it here, which is a positive development. While a close over 266 would be excellent, the 265 to 278 range is where you should be focusing your attention till it is broken. Returns the amount to $3. And guess what? There's resistance sitting in the mid $3 range on the downside, which is something nobody wants to talk about. Every good thing comes with a bad thing. Your overwhelming backing for this is currently at 224. Avoid getting 224 broken at any costs. If this works, you will be able to get it back down to under $2 once more. Plus, 190 is about that level. Hold on tight and fasten your seatbelts, because we're in for a rough ride if 190 comes crashing down. On top of that, we receive a weekly shutdown on 190. A case could be made for the immediate necessity of exchange-traded funds, ETFs. This volume of shares is where we will begin. There are 5 crypto and stock ETFs that they have recently applied for. We're discussing Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, XRP, and other cryptocurrencies, as well as Nvidia, Tesla, and CoinMaster. Take a moment to reflect about this, everyone. To shed 3x ETFs, we do not yet have approval. These individuals are already aiming for a five-fold increase. Why? Why? Because they are well aware that the volatility window is going to burst. They are preparing for the next round of regulations ahead of schedule. Something is poised to blow the roof off this market, and they seem to know it. Now for the exciting part. The government is closed. Does not involve any active management. Just a few weeks ago, these ETFs can be launched automatically, without any interference or delays from the SEC. Let your minds wander to the launch of a 5x XRP ETF amidst a worldwide liquidity crisis. That's more than just optimistic. There's a signal there. The insider is announcing, hey, you know what? Here we go. With this sound and what's to come, things are about to go crazy. We have many contacts to confirm and verify all the paperwork. We will demonstrate it for you. Here is where it says it. Looking at the screen, I'll blow it up for you. In the realm of financial transactions, Ripple's Interledger Protocol and XRP show great promise. Give the World Bank, the same organization that funds them, a chance to process that. XRP has been formally included in the monetization roadmap for global settlement by infrastructures across 189 nations. These days, you won't even see them mentioned here. This is where you can insert your cryptocurrency. I'm not familiar with Bitcoin Avalanche. Eve and XRP are topics of conversation. You can't call this a theory. All of this is detailed in their technical publications, which are cited and published. No, this system isn't competing with Ripple's tech. It's only that they're upgrading to it. I cannot emphasize this more. Now that they're integrated, Ripple isn't even out here competing anymore. Instant liquidity, interoperability between central bank systems, and real-time cross-border transfers are what we're talking about. XRP is the connecting asset that ensures everything happens at the right time. Extremely methodical. Strange coincidence, but emergency meetings of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund are taking place in Washington, D.C. Choreography is what this is. The file is at your disposal. Christine Lagarde, from the ECB. Good day to all. I don't understand what she's doing in the nation's capital that rhymes. Looks like I'm in Washington, D.C., right now for the annual conference of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. I recently gave an interview to CNBC, where I laid out the topics and ideas I hope we can cover in the next few days. Still, I intend to represent the European Central Bank and its policies with great pride. I will also make it a point to speak with co-workers to ensure that harmony, not strife, is the norm. Well, that's all. Next, we have Christine Lagarde. Thus, this is the status quo in Washington, D.C. when no one is looking.